Sexual attraction vs emotional connection. What matters in relationships? So, what exactly distinguishes sexual chemistry from emotional compatibility? The key difference lies in their focus. Sexual chemistry is primarily about physical attraction and the biological responses that drive us toward intimacy, such as hormones, pheromones, and other subconscious biological factors. It's often characterized by an intense, immediate spark, sometimes called fireworks, that makes someone highly appealing on a purely physical level. This kind of attraction can happen very quickly and may lead to a desire to be physically intimate without necessarily knowing much about the person. In contrast, emotional compatibility is about genuinely wanting to understand and connect with someone on a deeper level, beyond just the physical. It involves appreciating who they are as a person, what they value, their hobbies, their goals, and feeling a sense of harmony when engaging with them, even when they are fully clothed. When you have a strong emotional connection, you tend to be curious about all aspects of their personality and may subconsciously evaluate whether they could be a good long-term partner, considering how their beliefs, values, and life goals align with your own. A healthy relationship often exists somewhere in the middle of these two aspects. From my experience interviewing couples who have been happily together for over 10 years, I've noticed that about 90% of women weren't initially intensely sexually attracted to their partners. Interestingly, the situation tends to be different for men, who are generally more visually stimulated and may feel immediate sexual attraction more easily. Men often tolerate other aspects of a relationship because their initial attraction is strong. Many people say they are with their partner because they are also their best friend, which highlights that emotional connection can be just as important as physical attraction. I often advise women not to dismiss a potential partner too quickly, unless they are genuinely repulsed, because even if there isn't immediate physical chemistry, there might still be a strong emotional or intellectual connection worth exploring. Conversely, for men, it's important to understand that a woman's willingness to go on multiple dates doesn't necessarily mean she's equally interested in sex right away. Women often date for longer periods because they are still assessing whether the person fits into their long-term vision, and they may not feel ready for physical intimacy immediately. This doesn't mean they are not interested, rather, they are carefully evaluating whether the person's ideas, values, and lifestyle align with their own. If a woman quickly becomes turned off or disinterested, that's usually a red flag, but a gradual process of getting to know each other is often a healthy sign of genuine interest and long-term potential. When it comes to dating, it's essential to understand that a woman's interest in you goes beyond your physical appearance or personality traits. If there's no spark, she might agree to a second date out of politeness, but it's unlikely to lead to anything more. So, how do you avoid getting stuck in the friend zone? The key is to pay attention to signs of attraction and interest. I've covered this topic in previous videos, but essentially, you need to be aware of her body language and verbal cues. Initially, it's crucial to establish a sense of sexual tension. This doesn't mean being aggressive or pushy, but rather creating an atmosphere where she feels comfortable and attracted to you. I've discussed ways to build sexual tension in other videos, so be sure to check those out. The goal is to find a balance between being respectful and showing your interest. Remember, the difference between being friends with someone and being in a romantic relationship is intimacy. You need to be able to create a sense of closeness and attraction, whether through subtle touch, playful banter, or flirtatious gestures. This will help her see you as a potential partner rather than just a friend. Of course, kissing is a significant milestone in any relationship, as it reveals a lot about the chemistry between two people. As you pick up on signs of interest, it's essential to take the lead and initiate the kiss. I've covered tips on how to do this in other videos, including how to recognize when she's not ready or interested. Ultimately, the ideal scenario is when you're both sexually attracted to each other and compatible in other areas of your lives. To achieve this, you need to be clear about your deal breakers and deal makers. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of a new relationship, but ignoring red flags can lead to trouble down the line. Be selective, and you'll be more likely to find a happy and fulfilling partnership. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content.